welcome. I'm a new mom. Hi, my health enthusiasts. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Ivy, and I have a newborn, and she's thankfully sleeping. Anyways, yes, I'm driving, so I'm not gonna be looking at the camera, but this is gonna be my new thing because it's the only time that I have anymore. Mastitis. I had mastitis, and I thankfully was able to cure it without antibiotics. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that my milk supply has been amazing. I have a really sensitive stomach, so I did not want to go on antibiotics for this. I have been making my healthy brownies, which thankfully also have lactation ingredients in them. And my milk supply is insane. And so obviously there for a while I was eating too many of them. I mean, I guess maybe. I didn't get mastitis when I was eating them. And then I wasn't having them for a few days, and I got mastitis. Weird. I don't know. Anyways, how did I get mastitis? I was pumping incorrectly. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I was posting about Barley not sleeping at all, and she just was not napping during the day, and so I was really tired. I didn't really get a nap in, and I didn't really get a chance to like pick up the house and do the dishes and those kinds of things, and those things really stress me out. I'm embarrassed to say that they do, but I have a really hard time like compartmentalizing things, and so it was stressing me out. So that, on top of just feeling like overwhelmed and the house being a mess, and there was no downtime. Yeah, so when the night came and she finally went to sleep, I did not want to pump. I just did not want to pump. And I usually have to pump at least at night because she sleeps really well. And so obviously I don't want to wake up and pump, and I'm not going to wake her up in the middle of the night to feed her if she's sleeping. So yeah, I would go like 5 hours sometimes of her sleeping, and that's when my boobs become engorged. So I would pump before bed. Well, the night she finally fell asleep, and I was so exhausted, and I had my pump on, and I was like leaning over it, if that makes sense. Like I didn't put my pump bra thing on, and so I was just leaning over it. And what was happening is it was pushing back my boobs, and so it was like pushing against some ducts, and yeah. Well, I went to bed, woke up in the middle of the night, about 11 probably. That's the middle of the night for me. Woke up, and they were so sore. My boobs were so sore. I should say one particular spot was so sore. And I put this oil on that I got from our midwife right after I gave birth. Put it on there. It's kind of like a natural icy hot, kind of. That's how it feels anyway on the body. So I put that on it. I took an ibuprofen, which I never do. I didn't even take drugs for labor. Like I didn't even take ibuprofen or Tylenol to give birth. So like the fact that I was taking this, like you knew it hurt really bad. Woke up the next morning, I was supposed to go to my photo shoot, didn't go to my photo shoot, and had a fever. I had 101.9 or 0.6 fever, I'm not even really sure. And I knew, I was like, oh man, this is bad. My whole body was sore, I had chills, I was freezing, but obviously I had a fever, like it was crazy. Anyways, how did I cure it? So I cured it by I was taking like 3 doses of probiotics a day. So I would take, I guess technically it's like 6 doses. So I was taking 2 probiotics in the morning on an empty stomach, 2 again whenever I ate, like lunchtime, and then 2 again before bed. And then if I got up in the middle of the night to pump, I would take another one. So, or to feed, I would take another one. And then I would express in the shower when I got a chance to shower. You new moms know, know this life. When I got a chance to shower, I would express milk out in the shower, and then I would put grated potato, which you guys know I've talked about potato before on my channel and how just incredible it is. I took grated potato, put it directly on the area, put a towel over it, then put a heating pad over it, and that really seemed to help. At least I think. I know people talk about the cabbage leaves. I did not do the cabbage leaves in my bra because I did a little bit when they were cold just for like relief after I fed or after I pumped. But you don't want to do it for a long time because it can dry up your milk supply. So you really got to be careful with that. Also pumped leaning over her. So I laid her on the floor. I faced her chin towards the area that was infected. And she definitely spit up while she was feeding during that time. Uh-oh, here she goes. No, no, no. Yeah, so she spit up like, gosh, 3 or 4 times probably when she was eating. She's never really done that. Like, she spit up a little bit if she was like, you know, gassy or something, but she spit up so much. I'm talking like ounces, like probably 2 ounces. She would spit up everywhere. Like, it would go everywhere, projectile. And that's so weird to me. Like, I just think it's so cool. I don't know, like her body was obviously rejecting what she was getting out of my breast. I don't know. Anyways, everyone said it was okay to breastfeed while I had mastitis, so I continued to do so. I continued to pump. I did still save the breast milk in the freezer. I did mark it though, so I know that that was when I had mastitis. It was only in one breast. My right breast was also sore, but it didn't seem to be affected the way the left side was. I mean, the left side was like no joke. Oh my gosh, I was in so much pain. It was terrible. Boy. Okay. Yeah, it was just absolutely awful. Oh yeah, I also ate really high potassium foods. So if you guys follow my channel, you guys know I've talked about the kidneys a lot and like how to filter the body, and eating high potassium foods is the best way to do it. Now, any infection in the body, no matter where it is always caused by a backup in the kidneys. So whether it's, I mean, most of the time it's skin, but any infection anywhere, because the kidneys help the lymph system. The lymph system is what handles bacteria, and so anytime there is a bacteria issue going on, it's because the kidneys are not able to properly filter the lymph system. So I knew that, okay, I had to get my high potassium foods in, and so I was just chugging orange juice. I drank an entire carton and a half of orange juice in 3 days. I ate probably 5 bananas a day. I was eating a ton of blueberries, ton of spinach. What else? I was putting it in a smoothie, which is easy, and when you're sick, like, to me that sounded good. And potatoes. I went through an entire bag and a half of potatoes in 3 days. I was doing regular potatoes and then also sweet potatoes. Potatoes are really high in potassium as well. So I did really high potassium foods, and that helped to flush my system. The really weird thing is that my daughter, obviously, who drinks from my breast milk, also had several wet diapers. Now, she normally would have maybe 1 really wet diaper a day, and then the other times it was normally poop. But she probably had 5 each day, which the kidneys control the bladder. So the bladder is part of the kidney. So a lot of times you'll hear people get a bladder infection. If they don't take care of it, it goes to the kidney infection because the bacteria gets to the kidneys. Same thing, same system in the body. So it's really crazy that my daughter her kidneys were crazy filtering because I was having so much potassium. But anyways, that's it, you guys. Yeah, mastitis, brutal. I definitely don't want it again, ever. It was a gift, though, I will say. It was definitely like a gift for me to just have 3 days of nothing but just snuggling with my daughter on the couch. Like, that was really special to me, and really thankful that, you know, Mother Nature just gives us what we need sometimes. So, anyways, that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on my